So the next budget that we will prepare is now the cost of goods sold budget. So here, if you could still remember, our cost of goods sold basically involves or includes the beginning and ending inventories, the production number of units produced, as well as the number of units sold. Okay, so since we have already prepared the sales budget, the production budget, uh, the ending finished goods inventory budget, so we can now prepare our cost of goods sold budget. So here, it is possible for us to construct this cost of goods sold budget because the elements that we need in this uh, budget is ready. Okay, so thus budget will be used in preparing for our income statement later on. Okay, so uh, to understand and learn how to prepare the cost of goods sold budget, so let us use again the data or the illustration for the ABC company. So here again, our uh, product is concrete blocks. So the total budgeted direct materials cost is 4,160,000. Okay, and the budgeted total labor cost is 3,360,000. By the way, this one is taken from our direct materials and direct labor cost budgets, okay, for the year. So the budgeted total overhead is also taken from the budget that we prepared earlier, so that's 3.2. And our cost of ending inventory in the previous video lecture is $67,000. Okay, so here the company also provided the information that the beginning finished goods inventory is $55,000. Okay, for our requirement, so we have here number one, we will prepare of course the cost of goods sold budget for the company for the year. And number two, what if the beginning inventory of our finished goods was $60,000? So how would that affect our cost of goods sold budget? Okay, so to do that, okay, so here if you could notice, um, our format is like that of the preparation of our cost of goods sold still in the normal operations. Okay, so here we will incorporate all the manufacturing costs as well as the beginning and inventory finished goods. Okay, so all we have to do is just to add all our manufacturing items like our direct materials. So this is again taken from the budgets that we have prepared earlier. So this is the total, okay, for the whole year. So this is for direct materials, direct labor, and overhead. So therefore, our total manufacturing overhead is 10,720,000. So following our format in this determining or determination of our cost of goods sold, so here we will add the beginning inventory. Okay. Normally in our complete format, after you have added the beginning inventory of finished goods to your total manufacturing cost, this is our goods available for sale. Okay. And then after that, we will deduct the ending inventory, which is left after all the other inventories have been sold during the year. So therefore, okay, what we have sold for the year or the cost of goods sold amounts to 10,708,000. Okay, so this is actually easy to prepare as well. Okay, simple. Okay, but of course, you have to take note of the data coming from the previous budgets. Again, we've mentioned earlier that from our sales budget down to the last operating budget, all of the items should be relevant and uh, as well as reliable. Okay, because if this is not relevant and reliable, then it will have a negative impact on the result of the decision making of the organization. Okay, so although it's easy or it's simple to prepare these budgets. Okay, for the second requirement, so what if the cost of beginning inventory of finished goods will increase? Okay, so here the cost of goods sold will also increase. Okay, because if you will go back with our format, the beginning inventory is added to the total manufacturing cost. Okay, and then the ending inventory is the one which we deduct. So therefore, if we will increase the beginning inventory, so your cost of goods sold will also increase. Okay, that is its effect. Okay, so if the cost of a beginning inventory of finished goods is 60,000, so if you will compute again the cost of goods sold, so it would result into an increase to 10,713,000. Okay, so this is for our cost of goods sold budget. Again, this is simple to prepare once the other elements were already identified and prepared from the previous budgets.